Welcome. Today we're talking about anger. And anger, for me, is a big emotion. It is an emotion with movement and power, and it's loud, and it's kind of scary. Today we're focusing on anger. And there are a bazillion ways to process anger. This is how I'm processing it at this stage. Is I want to put it on paper. I want to see what it looks like. I cannot get my body to do half the things that I can feel moving in me. And I cannot vocalize all the power that wants to come out. But I'm going to do my best to put this on paper. Now, if you're feeling sensitive and anger is not the thing for you today, maybe you don't want to continue in this video, because I will be communicating a fair amount of energy. And I want you to see that all that energy can go onto the paper, and together we're going to see what begins to change in me and perhaps for you once the anger lives more here and less in here. So let's get to it and see what anger looks like on the paper. So when I'm thinking about anger, I always want to start with myself. What does my head look like? What does my spine look like? What do my legs look like? And does it make sense? It does not need to make sense. Here's my arms. There's my fingers. I'm getting a sense that my anger has a lot of jagged edges. And it looks scary. It looks uncomfortable. That mouth is bigger than the head. Okay. And there, I'll make the head bigger. Yep, okay, head's bigger. Head's bigger. And there's a lot of lightning bolts. And I'm just tuning into my body to feel what there is to feel. And I'm going back to my body because now I can't tell the inside of my body from the outside of my body. So I want to be able to see it on paper. Those of you who've watched my other videos on feelings, you're like, wow, this is different. Yeah, this is different. Anger is a different kind of feeling. Anger inspires movement. It inspires change. It inspires doing. And before I choose what I'm going to do out in the world, I like to process my anger in a safe environment first. Why do I want to process it in a safe environment? Because I'm usually not thinking so clearly when I'm angry. I'm feeling. And feelings translating directly into actions do not always work out very well. And there are times when it's necessary. This is not one of those times. Can I sense my heart when I'm angry? I cannot. What do I feel? I feel a lot of power down in my lower belly and my pelvis. And I find myself feeling really judgmental of this drawing. And it's like, oh my God, I could do it better. This doesn't make sense. And I want you to see that this does not need to be perfect. It does not need to be perfect. And what else is going on? Okay, I cannot have enough lightning bolts. Okay. So here I do have a ground under there, and I'm out of this black marker. So we're going to switch, and we're going to add some red. Oh, that's satisfying. Okay. So phase 2, move on from black, pick another color. See what that wants to do. Okay, now we're getting some interesting stuff around the hands. What's happening there? I don't know. Doesn't matter. There we go. Okay. Anger, big feeling. There, it's radiating out. Ooh. I feel my body. I look at the picture. Does it match yet? It doesn't quite match. Now there's something waking up around here. Okay, let's try the orange highlighter. Maybe? So it's not exactly a heart, but there's something going on. It just feels good to move your hand sometimes. There we go. Anything else? Now we're going to put it there. We're going to put it there. We're going to put it there. There we go. Okay. Oops. That comes back. That's okay. Anything else? So I like to ask my body. I like to ask the drawings. Is there anything else? No, we need more up here. Okay. Okay. Anger. There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. I understand why I've had a headache today. I understand why I have had a very hard time focusing. Look at all this going on in me and outside of me. That, of course, would make it hard to focus. Oh, man, my gosh. I don't know what I want, but this isn't it. Where do I go from here? Where do I go from here? That's the next question. So we'll see in the next video. Where do I go from here?